Yeah, you know. I like that. I like that. I like that. And I like you. I like you. I like you as well. I like you as well. How's my other camera? What the hell's going on with this microphone? Let's get this microphone at a better spot. This thing figured out. Like, that's better. All right, that's better. How's everybody doing? Let me get my lights on. How is everybody doing this morning? How's everybody doing? Is the second camera doing all right? Whoa, look at the second camera. That looks insane. I guess I kind of messed that up, didn't I? All right, that's fine. That's okay. Look at me sideways for a second. Enjoy that. Let's get back to camera 1 here, and let's get into business. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, I forgot to put the stream up earlier, so it looks like we're gonna have a slower start, but don't worry, I'm not starting slow. I am a little bit tired. I'm a little bit late this morning. I was at the gym early, really early at the gym this morning. Had a bit of an edible yesterday, so it was way too intense. I was walking around my backyard all day thinking about this stupid gold trade. So here was the trade. I was able to pull out here at the EMA, but this was a bad trade. It was a bad trade. But, you know, look, the price is still at my level here. You know, it's at my damn level again right now. So, I don't know. I don't know. what can you do? This one turned into a bit of a swing trade here yesterday, and I was able to hold on. You could see I just put my stop, turned it into a swing trade, put my stop here. Lord, I have my warm-up trades going against me a little bit right here. I think my SL is lower than this. My SL is lower than this. That's why I'm up about 600 right now. I probably should have TP'd early on this one. This is my warm-up position. EJ1. EJ1. We did a TP1. The TP1 on EJ was early. See? It was an early one. I should have stayed on stream because that just happened after. You could see TP1. And look at this stop loss. You could easily had your stop loss lower, and if your stop loss was lower, you could have ran this one up. So not the best positions yesterday. I didn't claim this one, obviously. 4 stop losses today. I'm sorry, brother. Let's figure this thing out. Let's get back in business today together. Let's find our way back to some wins. Still feeling a bit sick today. It is what it is, but I'm happy that everybody's here. I'm happy to be here with you. You know, it does suck. This gold trade did suck yesterday, but this is a win still. You know, I don't know if you should really count it as a win. I don't know if you want me to count it as a win, but it was a win. Technically, it was a win. Let's put that back up there. Let's get rid of that damn thing. You can see I saw the EMA right there, and I said I'll exit here, but I still feel like that was a good level. I still feel like it's a good level, but what can you do? That puts us at 5 straight. We're going for 6 today. If I get 10 in a row, as you know, I will get a spray tan for some reason. I have said that I'm going to do that. I will do that. Maybe I'll like watch a trade happen while I get the spray tan. Let's see. Adjust this camera a little bit better. Block out the microphone. I'll get like a microphone come from a different position in the new house. So that's it. You know, I'll leave that on. I'm in on this NQ right here. You can see we have like an EMA break right there. Kind of a simple trade, right? 1, 2, and then we get the break right here. And where is it? It's kind of at this level of support, you know? You'll notice that like my warm-up trades always look the same. You know, it's kind of a trend line with a level of support, ideally a level of demand. So in this one right here, as for my first take profit, I'm going to pull it down right here. You see we have a fair value gap at this level. So I think we'll do an FVG exit to see if we can get there. Obviously, we're coming down a little bit here, so probably going to be break even. Gold is definitely disgusting. Hey, John, I was talking about you yesterday. My favorite Jew. How are you, my friend? Yeah, lots of news yesterday. Was tough. We didn't get a lot of close. Do I always do a warm-up trade? No, I only do a warm-up trade probably 1 or 2 of the 3 mornings, the 3 days. Yeah, gold does suck, man. Gold really sucks. You can see, I guess we shift into gold right here and start thinking, all right, well, where's the new level, I guess, right? Have a trend line right here, and now that trend line is being broken to the downside. Could you see a retest like this and then down? Maybe, but you know me, I don't like selling gold. Yeah, I'm more of a Forex trader myself. Obviously, the gold trading room I have has been doing incredible this year, but you know, gold is a tough one to trade. It's volatile. Again, my Vapul, you know, Vapul, he's undefeated, providing signals in our gold trading room this year, so he's been incredible. So I've kind of been just saying, all right, Vapul, you do what you're gonna do in gold, right? Sometimes someone's hot, and you just gotta let them run. All right. So how's everybody doing this morning, Ninja Chat? Happy to see everybody. Shout out to Thrive God's Way, you know, listening to God's plan made $800. The cough is gone. My nose is stuffed. I sound terrible. I look a bit tired. But I had a little bit of THC yesterday. I don't often do that, but I had an edible yesterday, and it was way too intense. Way too intense. Had me tracking that gold trade all day, stressing out. Shout out to Edmonton. Shout out to Kurt. Happy to have you here, brother. Normally we get up to about 1,000 people in here, but I started a little bit slow. Yeah. No Epstein. It's boring. Who cares about Epstein? It's boring. Yeah, the Trump sucks with my nose. Am I still high? Absolutely not. No, but I am. I'm just trying to focus in, get my brain back in the place where it should be. Crowd does show up a little bit later. Let's go ahead and just talk about the trading strategy we're going to be doing. See what we're looking at in terms of the stream here as well. So right now, it's our Wednesday stream. We're 30-6. The win rate's about 83%. We're at 5 wins on the streak now. Every win gives free VIP. So if I win, there's free VIP raffles. If I get 10 wins in a row, I'm going to get a spray tan. I'm going to try and do that on stream. Maybe I'll like have someone back here. Yeah, won the gold trade yesterday. Sucked. It was a really bad trade. I explained it already. It should have came earlier. Maybe I'll show it again. Yeah, that's right, Sean. Sean Carter's funny. So we've got 2 videos this week. The sniper entries video is coming out. So how do I get those sniper entries? How do I, price pulls back to my level and then goes right up off of that level? How have I been able to do that so consistently on stream? You're going to find out in this week's sniper entries video. After that video, we have 2 gold trading strategies, my best. That's going to be earlier next week or mid next week. So 2 videos ready. And then the 3rd video here is going to be, I think I'm going to do something on supply and demand. Everyone loves supply and demand. And then after that, I think I'm going to do some fun videos where I'm like testing robots and stuff. We're going to have some fun. Maybe do a vlog, maybe do a day in the life if that interests you. All right, that's what we're doing. Now, as for today, oh, there's Chuck Index again. What the hell are you doing here? Chucky. Get off my screen, Chucky. All right, Chucky, you're gone. But Chucky, I don't know, I hope you guys watched Chuck's video. He used my VIP signal service about a month and a half ago. He made 20% in a single month. The pouty sniper is coming soon. All right, so today, what are we doing? We're looking at this candle right here. This is what we're looking at right now. What time is it? Somebody give me the time. It's 9:40 or something, right? 9:40, all right? This candle is going up. It's going down on the 15-minute time frame. Look at it go. Look at it go. And during this time, it has candle low, candle high, right? This wick right here, that's creating our candle low, our candle high, which is creating our opening range. The range top, the range bottom. Now let's go to the 5-minute time frame. We're watching the price and we're monitoring it. What's it doing in here? Then we're waiting for the price to break and close. Look, we got a break and close right there. Price is gonna go up. That's the hope, right? If we get the candle break and close out the top, we want to buy. If we get the candle break and close out the bottom, we want to sell. Obviously, there's more to the strategy, like where do you enter a trade? Do you enter at the closed candle? Do you enter at the retest? Personally, I like the price to pull back till the demand zone, maybe a fair value gap, and that's where I enter the trade. On this example, I waited for a pullback to an FVG. I entered the trade here. I had my stop loss down here. I got a quick partial, maybe 0.5 R, not great. Then we let the rest ride. Maybe we hit 2%, makes up for the partial. Absolutely great. Been working on stream, 30-6. We're cooking, and we are in this trade right now. This is my warm-up trade. Doesn't look like it's gonna go my way. Probably, again, like I said, I probably should have took a partial right here, like I would do on stream. Nothing wrong with trailing stops. Nothing wrong with trailing stops, but I do find it's hard to trail stops when you're scalping, and I do a lot of scalping. Free signal on the warm-up trade? Possibly. How are you doing in the chat? What's shout out to Mecca, shout out to JG, John Greenberg, always. I was talking about John yesterday, he wasn't here. Shout out to Mansoor, shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, we can get more people in on that free trade. It's breaking out of the orb on the wrong way. All right, so what pairs are we looking at today? EJ found a way to win that. It was a crappy one, but that's why we take that partial, right? We take that partial right there. The gold one I showed already. You can see here. I was looking at it on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, you could see right here. I just got out at the EMA, so I ended up in profit on this trade. But this thing went all day and all night, and luckily Vipul and I are on different time schedules, so whatever. That's gone. Well, if you want to see it, I guess I could leave it and show other people when they ask. Yeah, some people lost EJ yesterday. Should have took a partial profit early. That's why we take partials. Let's go ahead and take a look at US CAD today. I'm gonna start adjusting my settings here and getting ready, getting my mind ready on new trades, because we got to keep the streak alive. We've had a break out of our range. You can see we had a break out of this range, right? And which is nice, I'm looking for US dollar strength. I'm gonna be transferring hundreds of thousands of dollars this year to Canadian dollars from US dollars. So I'm looking for US dollar strength. Actually had a lunch yesterday with the bank. There was 2 people from the bank. They took me out to lunch. I had a nice steak lunch. And the thing about bankers is that, you know, they will just schmooze you, right? That's the whole point. They come there to tell you that your ideas are right, and I like being told that I'm right, and so that was fantastic. And then the second thing the bankers do is they just ask you about money all the time, right? They say, how much money are you making? How much money are you worth? Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, who doesn't like to talk about those sort of things? Top of the range. Bottom of the range. Let's go to what? What are we doing? We're going to the 5-minute time frame. What do we have right here on US CAD today? We have a break and we have an FVG right here. Can we get a pullback to this FVG? And can we get into a trade early this morning? Everyone's going to be upset that they're not in the stream. If I get an early win, everyone's going to be upset. Very nice. This is what I'm looking at on UCAD. Yes, I am a range trader, but we are creating a new range. Okay, so we had a range, we had consolidation here. We have now broke out, and now we are going to set a new range. And ideally, down here is going to be what? That's going to be the support of the new range. And then there'll be a new box up here, something like this. And then price will do this, right? That is what we're hoping to see. Quite the breakout there on US CAD. Yes, the bank did good stuff for me yesterday. So they bought me free meals. They complimented me for an hour and a half. I had 3 old fashions. So I was drinking at lunch. It was a incredible meal and just nice people. GBP USD. Oh, look, we're getting some people popping in now. Let's how about everybody please smash that like button for me? We got 700 people in here. Can I get like 700 likes? You know, can you do that for me? I didn't even want to come on today, but I'm here because I love you. I should have taken a day off. I'm still a little bit sick. But, you know, I love you guys. All right, so what are we doing? GBP USD, I don't know. US CAD is the one that I'm looking at mostly right now. But we're going to need a pretty sharp pullback on that. What do we need? Jeez, it really took off this morning, didn't it? Are we going to be able to get it back? That is the question. Let's see if we have like a demand level, maybe on a lower time frame. 3-minute demand. See here. That gives you a little bit of a closer entry if we were to get a pullback. So that's another area for us to monitor right now. It was a 3-minute demand. So let's just take a look at those levels right here and give us a couple of opportunities on UCAD, which is really exploding this morning. You guys want the hat on, or you like the hair this morning? How do you guys feeling? GJ's looking good today. All right, let's take a look at GJ. What are we looking to do on GJ? Are we looking to buy or sell? I guess we're looking to buy, huh? Had quite the pullback here. All right, let's take a look. Let's zoom in a little bit. Mav, I'll definitely look at Bitcoin for you. I love you, big dog. You know that. All right, let's see. I just try to get set up here, see if I could get some other trades. I have the US CAD set up right now. What do we have right here? Okay, so we're gonna need to break out the top of our range here on GJ. So we need price to come up, break out the top of the range, close, and then we need a retrace. So it's gonna break our trend line, come back, maybe retest the trend line over here, enter our trade, see if that's an option for us. I had to take a look at Bitcoin. Maverick was getting that Bitcoin. Let me take that like off of there. Let's get some money on there instead for good luck. Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's going back up again, huh? We were at 119 this morning. Awesome. Shout out to Bitcoin. If you are a Bitcoin holder, you are a true Patty. Now, I'm not telling you that you have to be a Bitcoin holder, but I believe in Bitcoin very much. I am a long-term holder. I'll be holding until I die. And, you know, if I sold my Bitcoin today, I could do a lot of things, but I'm all right. I play it smart. All right. There's a supply on Australian dollar, US dollar I'm looking at on a second monitor. This one is cascading down quite significantly as well. So the US dollar is showing some strength this morning, okay? Where can we get a pullback on this one? Maybe to top of the range right here. Again, I know that these are, it would take a while for the price to come to these levels, but that's okay. We're hanging out, we're chilling. You do some trading, I'm gonna do some trading. I'm gonna tell some stories. I'm gonna do a Trump impression and say that things are gay. We're gonna have a good time. I didn't say anything about it. Yeah, Maverick. Maybe I am still high from yesterday. Okay. We are at a level of demand right here. And we are also off of the EMA. So, if I was trading this on my strategy, I'm sorry, Maverick. I'm out of it today. I almost called off the stream today, but I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. I gotta be here for you guys. So, got our range high, got our range low. Be looking for a break. You know, price is already at a pretty nice level to buy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a pretty nice level to buy. But I think I would want to see the breakout the top, close, right? You know, just that extra confluence, because that's helped us so much, and then the pullback. But you can see as I'm talking about saying that this is a good level, that it is already pushing off of this level. It is respecting this level of demand and respecting the EMA. So if you're in on the trade already, you know, just get yourself a partial early here. get yourself a partial, maybe at your range midline, and then ride this thing up to maybe the top here. See how that goes. All right. Gold's gonna dump today. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold for you. Gold is dumping today. Do we dare sell gold? I hate selling gold. Gold yesterday was not my friend, but look at this trend line that I have. You see this trend line here? 1, close to 2, 3 touches right here. We had the trend line break right here. We had the range low break right here. We are now in a new range here, okay? So I get based on the strategy. Now, I don't like selling gold very much, but based on my strategy, I would be selling gold today. That just is what it is. Where would I sell gold from? Now, that's the problem, right? Do we have a demand? Do we have a supply? What confluences do we have on our lower time frames? Here on the 2-minute, you can see we have kind of a support slash resistance, used as support, now used as resistance at that level. That could be a level. See, the thing is, all you need is a bump. All you need is a bump. It just has to tap the level, come down a little bit, take a partial. If it comes back, that's okay. We just want to get that original move, right? And on the stream, we've been really, really good at getting that original move to make sure that we're in the profit, and then we win a trade. And then, obviously, I haven't said it already, but this stream here, it is not financial advice. It is entertainment only. Yes, personally on stream, I have 30 wins and 6 losses. That does not mean that you should copy my trades. I don't want you to copy my trades. Obviously, I love it when someone DMs me and says, hey, I won this trade, I won that trade. Do you know what I don't like? I don't like getting DMs saying, hey, I lost this trade. I understand you lose. I don't want to hear it. As a trader, I'm trying to stay in a positive mindset here, okay? I gotta stay positive. If I start going into my DMs and see losers, which, you know, rarely ever happens, but yesterday it happened and it bugged me quite a bit. So let's keep it positive. You're gonna be in my DMs. Either you're showing me your titties or you're telling me you want to trade. That's it. All right, what's going on in the chat? Shout out to Mecca. Oil's at a good buy level. Let's go back to the 5-minute time frame on gold. Midline sell. Oof, I hate selling gold, though. I hate selling gold. I hate selling gold. Hate selling gold. I did not take the loss yesterday. I've talked about it ad nauseum through this stream already. I'm not going to talk about it 100 times. I held on to the trade and turned it into a swing, and it sucked, but I won. Oh, man. All right. Where are the dollar bills? The dollar bills are right over here. 1, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 7, 8. Okay, I got to stop doing that bit. But you know, every time I do that bit, for some reason, the people watching the stream goes up every damn time. Let's get 1,000 people in here. Smash the like button. I know it's the middle of summer, but look, the stream was getting more views when we first started. If the stream gets less views, I'll leave. All right. US CAD is the one that I'm waiting on. I need a pullback here. So we have, hopefully we've set the range. Hopefully we've set the range, right? So that would be our macro range top. Okay. And then down here, this would be our macro range bottom. Okay. I have to swing this over a little bit. Obviously we see those levels, but I want to have that on the screen so you could see. All right. So let's just take another box right here. Do something like that. A little connection. How about that? Okay. So US CAD is my main thing. I'm not going anywhere, JPB. You know, we've got a great community here, so I'm going to be trading constantly. All right, I'm going to trade constantly. I'm going to be doing this. I want to see how far I could build this thing up, see if I could become a streamer, see if I could be good at streaming, right? This is my new challenge, right? YouTube, we beat it. Instagram, we're doing pretty good there. Now it's, you know, it's the next thing is the stream. Do people want to see me stream? That is the question. Did you look at my stories yesterday? I got a new camera. I'm gonna do some like vlog stuff. Let me know if that interests you, if you'd like to see me do some vlogs kind of about my life or whatever, if that interests you at all. My Nasdaq I lost. No, I didn't lose. I broke even, I mean. Here we are in my Instagram. I hope you're following my Instagram. What the hell? This is not, is this? There we go. 60.3 thousand followers. It actually just went up again. So that was nice to see. I appreciate all of the follows on Instagram. Let's go through my story and have a little fun here. Let's turn the sound on. So this was the EJ one. Literally, you can see I won this right as I got off stream, right there. So I followed that. This guy was talking about how he's profitable from watching the streams. So make sure you watch the streams. It can help you. There's my little baby picking her nose and playing in this blow up thing. I'm putting that in the backyard. I'm not sure about Gold Expector. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. And then obviously I was testing out the camera. Look at the new camera. That thing, the camera, I was using this right here. See that? And that like goes, suctions to the wall. And then I put the camera onto it like here. So this, I'm like showing no one. Like that, and then I could pin this thing, and then it's like does the camera. So there's all these different angles I'm gonna get with it. So I'm gonna do some cool vlog content. I'm gonna take some different shots of my Porsche. You know, do some maybe some motivational type content. See if that interests you guys at all. Let's get back to the charts, obviously. Thanks everybody who decided to follow me. I appreciate all of the follows. Appreciate all of the people that are liking my stories, liking my reels, commenting on my reels. Looks like we are getting the pullback that I'm waiting for here on US CAD. I have a buy limit here. So let's pull this thing over a little bit. See if we could get some sort of a reaction within our micro range, right? So let me pull these. I pulled these over a bit too far, right? I just come back over here like that. Yeah, come back over here. And so I'm gonna do a bit more labeling today to try and help you guys. So kind of my micro range bottom here. There's different things that I call everything, so it gets you a little bit more involved. And then my micro range top, okay? You want me to take a look at Bitcoin? Australian dollars I have a limit on as well. Okay, so I have a couple limit orders set up. This is an Australian dollar limit order. This is a US CAD limit order. So I have 2 limit orders set up right now. Those are the trades that I'm interested in right now. The IG handle is at FX Trade with Pat. It's the only one with the check mark, right? And the link to the Instagram should also be in the video description as well. So check the video description for those links. What do we got going on Bitcoin for you? What did I say on Bitcoin? What did I say on Bitcoin? I said, hey, this is a pretty good area to enter a trade right now. Obviously, I was looking for a little bit of a break and a retest, right? I was looking for a breakout here, but I did say the last time I was on this chart that this was a pretty good buy, right? Because it's a point of interest. It was a demand area with what? Huge fair value gaps and explosive candles. That tells us that at this area, there were buyers. That's why the price shot up so aggressively. So is it a surprise when price comes to that level touches also our EMA that we get such a fast reaction. And what did I say? I said take your take profit run right there. So take a little partial at the midline. If you did that, you're looking really, really good, okay? Let's look at some other pairs. All right, Maverick. Maverick got a W on that one. W's in the chat for Maverick. Let's go take a look at a bunch of pairs for everybody as I start to get back into the groove here right now, okay? I'm getting back into the groove. Someone said USG CHF, GU. I'm seeing USD JPY a lot. Let's go ahead and go through those three. Let's start with US dollar Swiss franc here. We got the break, and we are pulling back. What is the distance here? It's a potential trade here. It is a potential trade here. We've been in an uptrend. I do think that there's possibility of this coming down. But there is also a nice level, right? This was a level used as resistance. Now that level could be used as support. That's a decent option, but we don't have much of a range here, right? So we've just kind of been going up, up, up on US dollar Swiss franc. Excuse me. I'm sorry that I'm still coughing. I know I'm driving you guys crazy, but I love you and I'm happy that you're here. All of the patties. So on this one right here, you know, probably another bottom of the range entry if I were to do it. I'm not saying do it yet. Not a lot of confluences on this one. I feel better about this trade, which is my US CAD. We just created the new macro range top. We have the macro range bottom. Obviously, we have our micro range top right here. We're hoping for price to come back into the micro range and then come fill this FVG right here as my entry point near the bottom of the range. I think that this could be a good position for me today. Obviously, I do need a pretty significant pullback to happen still, so this could take 20-30 minutes to get into that one. As for UJ, let's take a look at UJ. We're getting a lot of people asking about UJ. Yeah, okay, UJ had the break, getting the pullback, add an EMA. Decent entry. What's our range look like? Our range looks like this. That's what our range looks like at the bottom. This is what the range looks like at the bottom. That's our macro range, I guess. How do you adjust this? Do you adjust this down here? Probably. But then it doesn't touch those ones, right? But the more recent price matters more. So this level, this price right here matters more than this price right here. But you have to still be aware of all of it, right? All of the price. So on UJ, let's take a look at gold. On gold, Vapool wants me to adjust it. Vapool wants me to trade the supply. And who am I to argue? But that's much further back. Okay, that's what Vapool wants. And Vapool is what? Vapool is the king of gold. Vapool is undefeated on gold in the VIP gold room this year. So if Vapool tells me to move my entry, I'm going to move my damn entry. We have a pullback on Euro Australian dollar as well. This is another one that I'm looking at. Where the hell is my Euro odd? Where's my Euro odd? Show me your bod, your odd. All right, I don't know if I have it in there. Euro odd. Why is that showing weird? That does not want to show me. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. I knew I had it in here. Okay. Your odd is another one as well. US 30. I'll take a look at the indices in a second. So we got a close here. This is a pretty nice one. You know, I like this one. Let's go down to a lower time frame and see if we could get some sort of a demand. On the 4-minute, it does look like we have a demand off of this candle. Not the strongest level of demand. Let's look at the 3-minute, the 2-minute. The 1 minute. 4 minute. I think that's the one we like. So we need to pull back to demand here on your odd. Go back to the 5 minute time frame. Demand is set. Set up my potential long position here. This is a problem with the support level, but we can adjust the stop loss as we go, as we do, and set my entry somewhere about here. Maybe this trend line tightens a little bit here, and we could get the entry like this, kind of at the trend line. Let's see. Let's see if we could get that pullback. That's a decent one. You can see we have what? Our macro range right here. So expecting price to stay within that. Could I help you buy a laptop? I don't know who you are, so no, I guess would probably be the answer to that. I love you, but I have no idea who you are. Is this your first time on stream? EG, sure, Ryan. All right, I have 3 limit orders set as we go into the trades for today. I'm EG. EG's been selling off. Look, had the break, retest, and it shot down, right? So simple break and retest here. And you'll notice that, like, I set good levels, right? I set good levels. Why, right? Support, break, resistance, down. Simple trading. This is the stuff that I do in VIP all the time. A lot of my swing trades look a lot more like break and retest, and obviously my gold video next week is break and retest. So if we're still selling this down, which I guess we are, you have our range bottom. Now what I would really want to see though on this one, and I know you go, oh, Pat, it's too far, is this supply right here. This is a pretty good supply, okay? And that supply is mapped over top of the resistance, right? This is the resistance, this is the supply, so that makes this the point of interest. Now, so I would need the candle to close on EG down here. I need the candle to close, and then I would need that to come all the way out back to the supply in order for me to get a short position this morning. Now that is outside of the range, so I don't love it, but that is what I would have to see here if I'm going to sell EG. I want a full pullback. Can I get it? I don't know, but I want it. Shout out to Viraj Patel. Shout out to Karthik Vodnala. You know, maybe I'll give some giveaways soon with Amazon gift cards, those sorts of prizes, okay? But I don't just give free money away. Generally, if I'm going to do any sort of charity, you know, I give away a lot of my products and services, but any sort of charity I tend to just kind of do in my own life with, you know, friends and mostly family. You like my new shirt and shorts? Hey, how about this? New fit. Fit check. These linen shorts absolutely rule. Wore them all day yesterday. Brand new shirt. Feels nice. Feels cozy. I hope you like my style. I like that baggy is back. The baggy is really coming back, so I'm allowed to be baggy again. Let's go ahead and take a look. It's a dad fit. Thanks, Brian. What do we got? US CAD here, waiting for my pullback there. May take some time. Australian dollar, US dollar, waiting for my pullback here. Just good levels. Just trying to trade good levels today. Your Australian dollar, waiting for my pullback here. Now, what else do I have? Jeez, I got a lot set up. Okay, so I also have a gold. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, I have 4 limit orders set up. Gold is also one of those limit orders right there. You could see Originally, I was thinking about an entry here, right? Because there's kind of a trend line entry, so could do this. But Vipul is the king of gold, and he has decided to give me this entry. He prefers us to enter here because it's at more of a supply and deeper into our, just deeper into the micro range. What's that micro range? The micro range is this range top and the range bottom right there. How's everybody doing in chat? I'm supposed to be paying attention to you. You guys want US 30? Let's do US 30. So I've got 4 trades I'm waiting for right now. Let me take a look at some of your charts. We did get a breakout the bottom, but you can see we are rejecting off of my level, right? This is my level of support right here. This was a level of demand right here. And look at the price shot up on that wick right there. Obviously, I would be buying today. I know we have the breakout the bottom here, which is a sell indication. But I would prefer to see a close out the top and then a pullback. It is very possible to buy already here because there is a big fair value gap right here that needs to get filled on DJI. So it's possible that price could come up and fill this gap. I'm not saying that it will, but it's very, very possible because of this level that is clearly being respected. And you can see the candles pushing up a little bit as I'm saying that. Who else? Oh, I'm great, Vovo Kids. How are you? Please smash that like button for me. I saw little likes in there. Appreciate it. We're at 977. Let's get over 1,000. Australian dollar, US dollar. Of course, I want to show that because I'm actually doing that. That's great. That's correct, Mansoor. Ethereum. Someone's asking for Ethereum. We don't really do a lot of Ethereum on here, but let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum US dollar. Is this the best chart? Hey, nice uptrend for Ethereum. Pretty good. Pretty nice. Chart looks weird though, right? Get another chart. How's this look? Yeah, it looks a bit better. I don't know what the sessions are. It does look strange still. So on Ethereum, we've had a range breakout the top. Okay, see here, we have the top of our range. Okay, it's clearly looking for buys here on Ethereum, but we need to have a level to get in. So where would we want to get in on Ethereum? Well, we want to get in on a pullback somewhere. So let's go take a look at the lower time frame, see if we could find a better level of demand somewhere. Can we get an easier level of demand? 1 minute time frame. Maybe something like this. Let's go take that back to the 5 minute time frame and see if that's something we like. That's decent. And you can see we wicked out of this area here and here. We pull this level across. This level was respected here as resistance. Now it's being respected as support. So if I was trading some Ethereum today, I'd be waiting for that pullback. All right, I'd be waiting for that pullback to this level. That's where I would be buying. Now, that's not something that I'm doing today. And obviously, if you get a big red candle like this, don't buy, okay? Wait for some confirmations. Wait, you know, if this candle comes all the way down here and it's one candle, don't buy it. Yesterday, we made that mistake on stream, and it's good that everyone saw that stream. All right, who am I supposed to ban? I don't know. A little ginger in a pot with some lemon juice. Yeah, all right. Australian dollar, US dollar, of course. Australian dollar, US dollar. This is one that I'm waiting on right now. I'm waiting for the pullback here to my level of supply, okay? For gold, I've been waiting for a pullback here. You know what happens on gold all the time? It bounces off of this level. Almost every day, it bounces off of that level. It comes out the top, respects the range high, comes out the bottom, respects the range low. Now, this is something I'm going to make sure that I have in the Trade with Pat robot, being able to trade that. And soon I'm going to start showing you robot trades on the stream. I think maybe I'll have a separate account or something like that where we have robot trades running so we can just kind of monitor the robot and what it's doing. I'm going to set the robot up today on a bunch of MetaTrader 5 accounts. I actually got a bunch of live accounts, MetaTrader 5, that I'm going to put it on. Just, you know, it's going to be a bit of a risk, but whatever. There's no robot yet. Well, there's Forex Fury robot. Obviously, that's the best robot. The Pat robot will come out in a couple of months. And we'll be trading with it on the stream all the time. It's going to be great. The fib extension. Okay, so the fib extension, you can see right here. There, yeah, it's actually set up perfect. Well, I keep pressing some weird buttons today. All right, so if I take the fib extension from the bottom of my stop loss to the midline right here, see what I mean, to like here, to the entry point, it gives us like exits, so I can just be like, all right, here's like a 0.5, so I'll quickly take my take profit 1 there, and then go, all right, maybe I want 2, and then I could go there. So kind of what I would do on this trade, to be honest. I do it without using the extension, but that is how I do it. Someone's long on gold. All right, I guess you're seeing that this is a support level right here, and you're going long because you want the price to come to my entry. It's a risky play here. Someone is long on gold, so we'll have to see how he does. Australian dollar, Swiss franc. There we go. Sure. Let's take a look. Always for Jack Reacts. Love Jack Reacts. Like to see how you react. 15-minute demand down here. All right. So this one I don't love, right? Because, you know, I want to buy. So what we really wanted to see on this one was we wanted to see that break out the top here, right? Wanted to see the breakout here, right? We got the breakout the bottom, which is fine, but ideally, you wanted that price to break out the top. Why? Because if price was able to break out the top and close, then we could just kind of wait for price to tumble like it is to our demand. And then we could have entered here and took it up. Because if we look here, this is now our range, right? So this is the macro range. So that's what we're expecting price to do. Now, price can always break through your levels, screw you, go down. But we know the price ranges more than it trends, okay? So that's why we do a lot of range trading here on stream, and how we've been able to have, you know, a win streak of 5 straight here and a 30-6 record. Someone is short on CAD JPY. Let's go ahead and take a look at his position and talk about it a little bit. What the hell's going on? I am... Okay, my brain is just fried today. Why can't I get a CAD JPY going? ETH. Let's go back to Ethereum then, because someone was asking about that. We should add ETH in here. Can we do that? Is Ethereum being weird? Which one was I looking at? This one, I think. Let's add that to the watch list and just take a look and see. All right, he was long on Ethereum. That was not the one that I was looking at, though. All right, I'm going to organize this morning. I'm sorry, everybody. Here. Yeah, so that was my long right there. All right. That's nice. I'm glad that you got it. Yeah, you're short on CAD JPY. Vapul, could you throw CAD JPY in our pairs? Oh, there it is. That's why. It's because I had a VIP win on it. Okay, there's my CAD JPY right there. And he's short on it, okay? So we are now, you know, making some lower highs here, right? So we're going down in a downtrend. There is one issue here is you're selling right from this level of resistance, okay? You are selling there. So you're really going to need to break through this level with that trade, all right? Get a break through this level, and I think you're going to be feeling pretty good, you know? And hey, that looks pretty good. So I assume what he did is enter on the top of the bottom of the range retest, as we've seen that has been working quite a bit. And if he is doing that, I would be taking TP1 here, okay? Get your TP1 at this level right there. Let's watch and see. A nice looking trade this morning. Hey, hey, hey. Who's that? All right, take your TP1, big dog. Take a TP1. Take a partial. Take like 30% off of the trade. All right? This is not financial advice. This is what I would do. I would take about 30% off of the trade about here, and then I'm going to let this thing ride down. This is CAD JPY for one of the members. Was it Saivu Sadeva Pranith on this trade? Yeah, he's the one short JPY. So W's in the chat for Saiva Sudeva. He just hit a W on this CAD JPY using the strategy. So shout out to him. Well done. You know, we support each other here in the community. Sundaram Sharma hit 40 pips on gold. That's a small. 40 pips is very small on gold. But happy that you got your win. Good job, everybody. There's a guy on US 30 in a buy right now. All right, I'm going to assume he's entering off of this level right here. And if you're entering off of that level right there, you're in trouble right now, okay? We're getting big red candles, so don't enter a trade on these big red candles, okay? But hopefully this guy's doing all right with his trade here. As for TP1, I think I would just try to get back to the range here. Okay, if I was taking this trade, I'd be just trying to trade it back to the bottom of the micro range. That's where I would TP1. All right. It does seem like price is able to get there. Got there 2 times here, got 3 times there, okay? Hopefully that trade goes all right for you. Short from the midline. All right, let's take a look at Nonzo. He's in a GBP USD trade right now, and he's short from the midline. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. And let's get some, let's have some luck in the chat here for Nando. He's in the trade right now. This is probably what the trade should look like for TP1, okay? TP1, bottom of the range. Can we break to that level? Stop loss, just leave it for now. Just go for bad risk reward ratio for now. No problem, because your TP1, you could get some better TP here, right? But right now, Nando is in this trade for a sell, so we're just kind of watching Nando's position as I wait for some of my trades to open up here. Excuse me. Sell limit on Nasdaq. All right, so we are monitoring this. I want to make sure. I want to have like I want to create like another section maybe. No, that's notes. Yeah, I want to create like another section maybe where I can start monitoring some of your trades, because I am interested in following your trades as well, discussing the reasons you have, the confluences you're going for. This one isn't going as clean as Nando expected, but hopefully it does. So let me go ahead and take a look at Nasdaq for someone who's calling for Nasdaq here. Let's see how this trade goes out. Nasdaq. You could split the screen for multiple charts. Yeah, I could do that as well. Nasdaq, Nasdaq, Nasdaq. So I went break even on this one. Looks like we took liquidity below the level here. That's liquidity below the trend line. And that's liquidity below the support. You know, honestly, for me, you know, as a range trader, look, I want to close out the top, but I don't have it. But I would probably be buying this up. if I were to get my confluences, right? Ideally, a closed candle and then a pullback somewhere and then up. I know a lot of people are just going to trade this up. That's absolutely fine. You do what you're going to do. This is not financial advice. As a range trader, I am more inclined to trade this up, right? If we were talking about what I would be doing, that's what I would be doing. Let's take a look at GJ for Saisadeva Praneeth. Also, let's take a look at GBP USD. One of our viewers is into this position right now, so we're kind of monitoring it to see how he does. Hopefully he hits a winner there. And let's look at GJ. GJ, yeah, I've been waiting for a close above here on GJ. So it is at a good level right now. It's possible to trade it back up to the top of the range here, but I need confirmation. I don't have my confirmation. I wanted to see what? I wanted to see this trend line get broken, and I wanted to see the top of the range get broken. So for me, there's nothing on there. Big dog. GBP USD. Still waiting to see if Nando hits his take profit. That's a pretty nice move right there for our boy Nando. You know, we're always, while I wait for my trades, I'm always cheering on the community. This is a new thing we're doing where I'm just kind of watching your trades a little bit. If you tell me you're in a trade, I'll watch it. This is Nonzo using the strategy. And I think if Nonzo hits TP1, I think we'll spin the wheel here for Nonzo, okay? So let's pull that to the TP1. Just make it look a little bit better here. And see if Nonzo can hit his TP1. If he does, we'll spin the wheel. You know, why not? It's the community is the community. I missed gold. Damn, did I miss gold? Don't make me look. Did I have a good entry on gold? Because I know the pool pushed me off of my entry. But that's okay. Let's go Nonzo. If Nonzo wins this trade, I think Nonzo gets free VIP himself. So Nonzo will be a guaranteed free VIP winner because he said, hey, this is the trade that I'm in. And he gave us the trade to watch. He said I entered at the midline. He told us exactly what he was doing. So we were able to watch this trade for Nando. And sorry, Nonzo. I keep saying Nando. I'm sorry. My brain is freaking fried today. Sivasudeva, well, this is a thing that I'm coming up right now. So you missed out. But don't worry, I'll watch another one of your trades and we'll see. Hey, there you go. TP1 for Nonzo. Nonzo gets free VIP. All right, fine. Sivasudeva also gets free VIP. We watched one of his trades. It was... you know, he played a good part in that. So there's a TP1 for Nonzo. Congratulations. Put a little money on the chart for one of our followers. As we wait for my trades, we're watching some of the trades of our followers using the Trade with Pat scalping strategy. Now, it's not just my strategy. It's the whole community strategy, right? You like it. I like it, and we all do it, right? It's not just mine, okay? I know I call it the Trade with Pat strategy, but it's not just mine. So what's next? I don't know what's next. I think TP2, for me, I'm going to go here, okay? And I'm going to set the stops to break even now, okay? We're break even, and we'll be going for this level about here, about 12.9 pips, and that's going to make for a nice trade. So shout out to Nonzo. He just hit TP1. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel for Nonzo. Everybody say thank Nonzo for the spinning wheel here, and put some W's in the chat for him, okay? Yeah, Nonzo, you're going to do the stream tomorrow. Let's spin that wheel. This is all because of Nonzo, so shout out to Nonzo. Everybody give Nonzo some love in the chat. Only one winner. And that is going to be Zahi. It's just Zahi. Zahi, it's you. You're the winner, Zahi. Z-A-H-I. You are the winner. Zahi, okay? So, thank you so much. Thanks for all of the likes. It was a great win by Nonzo. In order to claim your prize, make sure that you come over to my Instagram right here. Let's give this a refresh, see if anybody's following me. 9 new followers. I appreciate that. Thank you for following me. Now, what are we doing? We are telling you that you have to DM me on Instagram in order to claim your prize, okay? DM me here. Show me proof that you actually are Zahi. Nonzo. Shout out to Nonzo. Nonzo also wins. Nonzo wins because he's a default winner. And then we had, what the hell, that long-ass name that's hard to say. I hate his name. It's too long and it's way too Arab. I'd deport him if I could. And it would be the best deportation. Oh. Ethereum took off. Well, did I say that I would buy Ethereum today? I think I did. Where did I put Ethereum? I'm losing my mind today. I'm losing my mind today. Yes, I said that I would buy Ethereum. That's what I said I would do. So it's good to see Ethereum taking off. That means what? That means I got my direction right, you know? May not get my entry, but I did get my direction right. I do want to take a look at some of my charts to see what's going on the setup. My original entry was here on gold at the trend line. Missed it. Okay, didn't get it. Now my entry is a little bit higher up here because it's more the break, the retest. Okay, you know, we're using kind of some concepts from swing trading and stuff into our scalping as well. Some of our higher time frame stuff. This is the one that I really liked, my US CAD, as I entered the trade. We're not getting a lot of pullbacks this week. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That is part of life, okay? We're waiting for pullbacks a lot on stream. We're on this stream for an hour already. Euro, Australian dollar, waiting for this one to come back. You know, what's going to happen is something like this, and then we'll probably be able to get in, and that'll be absolutely fine, okay? That's kind of what I'm hoping for on these setups. Let's go ahead and take a look at oil for my wonderful chat. Is anybody in on oil? Oil. Damn, see. Oil. Where the hell would I want to enter? I guess you could enter on the range high. We have an FVG there that got filled. We have a level of resistance there. All right, this level's holding here, here, and here. So we're getting good reactions off of that level. So if I was going to sell oil, you know, we just broke out the bottom. If I was going to sell oil, my sell would be from the range high here. Now the problem is we have got a huge green candle coming at us. Huge green candle. So we need something more like this, okay? Just little bit. We don't want to have this huge candle come in because you know, you've seen it on stream. When we catch the huge candle, it's a bad decision. Not a lot of confluences on US dollar Swiss franc, okay? But I do want to get into a trade here. It's been a bit of a slow morning. Yeah, so this was one of the ones that I was interested in. Price is moving slowly, which I think is a good sign for the strategy. Maybe price could contain in the range. I think that I have to take this one. Well, I don't have to do anything, but what do you guys think about me doing this? Now, it has less confluences, right? I don't like that it has less confluences. We did get the break out of the top of our range, and we do have a level of resistance here that turns support. We broke through it, so it's a break and retest play here. There's reasons to take it. It's not the best setup, but I do want to get into something this morning. I don't like streaming all day without a trade, okay? Someone told me to sell oil from the start. Yeah, well, the problem with oil is we didn't have our break, right? We have a very specific strategy that we follow on stream here, okay? We have a very specific strategy. And so without the break, we're not going to take the trade. Once we get the break, that tells us the price is going to go down. We need to get the pullback, and then we need to take it down. It's a simple strategy, works really good, okay? I'm not going short Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. What was the open trade? Was it? I think it was GU. Yeah, it was GU. So this is Nonzo's trading position right here that we've been watching. Nonzo hit take profit 1 using our trading strategy. So what did Nonzo do? Well, Nonzo, let me clear out this box here just a little bit. The box is making it look weird, okay? So what did Nonzo do? Nonzo won a trade, all right? Why did he win that trade? Well, we had our range high. We had that range low, right? Price came down, closed outside of the range, right? Break and close outside the range. That tells us price is going to go down, right? So he was thinking, all right, this is an indication for me that we're going to sell, right? Then we want a pullback. So we waited for the pullback to the entry line. You could have done this pullback here, and you would have won right here, TP1. He did it on this pullback here, and then he won it on TP1. That's why we spun the wheel, and we had some free VIP raffle winners, okay? That's what happened. We're now tracking his trade to see if he can come all the way down to a TP2 level, which is kind of right here. Right at resistance. Obviously, Nonzo may have his take profit somewhere else, but this is what I was watching. CAD JPY TP2. CAD JPY TP2. Whoa, how about that? So this was Saiva Sudeva's TP1. So another follower of ours using the strategy on Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. He entered the trade right here. He TP1'd right here. So he won a trade as well. We didn't spin the wheel for Saiva Sudeva because he spams chat a lot. Although that's fine. Keep people talking. And then his TP2, yeah, it's probably down there. It's probably hit already, yeah. You got a level. The only price action you have is this level right here. And it just tapped that level. So that would be the exit right there. And you can see we're getting a reaction off of that level. Why? Because it's really the only support level we have. It's the only thing we've got. All right, let's take a look at some other pairs. How's everybody doing in the chat? Talking a lot of trading right now. UJ had a break out the top, and we've had a significant pullback to our support. So yeah, this is a buy for me. This is a buy for me, buying it up. Back up to this level is where I'd be buying it. Respected this level. Respected. Liquidity. Respected. So fake out right there can happen. Screw you over. But for me, I would be buying this up. Now, do I want to buy this up right away? Do I want to jump into this one? All right, UJ thoughts. Let's ask Vapul if he wants me to buy it up. You know, if I buy this up, I could get at this level for kind of a TP1 range midline, which isn't a huge move, but let's see if the bottom of the range starts holding as resistance and pushes it off of this level before we make any decisions. Let me go into, put that up so there's other options. Gold I've been waiting to get in on. US CAD really waiting to get in on, but a lot of these are taking off on me, huh? That's okay. I guess my robot's probably having a good day. How's the robot doing, Vapul? Your AUD, USD, Swiss franc. This one is another one that I've been. God, I got so many damn limit orders open right now. So I do have this one on Swiss franc. I've been waiting to get in on this, and this one's pretty close, so might be able to get in on this setup. just don't, it's just like I'm not sure what to do with the stops, you know what I mean? Is it something like this? Is it something like this? I'm not sure. That's something I'm gonna have to monitor as we wait for a pullback here to get into my first trade of the day and go for 6 straight. Thanks D and Art. I'm happy with my thumbnail designer though. I do appreciate it, but yeah, I like it. Well, what swimming pool are you talking about, big dog? You looking at my crotch? GJ is looking good. Let's take a look at GJ. Although I've got quite a few. GJ is, I don't know what's looking good about that. I have no interest in that. US oil. Kind of pulling back to the top of the range. I was considering that on US oil. I was considering buying on UJ off of this level, but I'm not sure what I want to do. It's coming down a little bit here, so I think I would want to see a candle come into the range. So we have the range. I'd want to see a candle come in and close into the range. That would tell me that we're price is back into the range. I appreciate your offers for free samples for thumbnails, and I appreciate your hustle, but I just don't think it's something that I'm interested in. I've been using the same thumbnail designer for many years, and I like the thumbnails. People like the thumbnails. I'm taking my trades all on the 5-minute time frame on stream, and then we watch them on the 5-minute time frame on stream as well. Getting a couple of reactions here. Minor support. I'm just trying to decide if I want to enter this, but I think I want to see a candle close in the range. We got a few minutes away from that, so we're gonna keep watching that. These are the best thumbnails. They're great thumbnails. You've never seen these thumbnails. All right. Not really interested in your samples there, my friend. Bit of a gypsy, isn't he? Bit of a gypsy. Let me see your work, gypsy. Let me see your EG fast. Let's go ahead and take a look at EG for the chat. EG is coming up. I had a really far back one though, eh? Oh, look, my voice is good. Just had to blow my nose. USD Swiss franc. Yeah, I got to go back to this one. I have a limit order on this one. I have a lot of limit orders set. I have to kind of take a look at some of them here. Gold is one. US CAD is one. Australian dollar is one. Okay, just making sure I'm at a far enough distance on all of these so that I could focus on this chart right here, where the candles are small, you know, so be a quick trade here if we get it. The scalping video, I could put it out today, but I think I'll put it out tomorrow so that you get stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you get a video on Thursday. And then I give you Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I give you a break from me. If you don't want a break from me, follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be fooling around with my Porsche and taking some cool pictures of it. All right. How do I use the Fibonacci? I use the Fibonacci a couple of ways. What I want you to do is go back and watch my indicator video. What did I put it out? A week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago? Go watch my indicator video. I show you all the indicators I use for this strategy. I show you why I use them and how I use them. And that's all in that video. So yeah, check that video out. That video will definitely help you. Thanks for coming to the stream too. I appreciate it. Still waiting for a little bit of a flip back here. on UCHF, but seems to be going up. I gotta grab another tissue, man. My nose is plugged. Yes, I use the same strategy off stream. I do. I use it on stream and off stream. This is my main strategy right now, but you'll notice that it's like, it's using orb, but it's also using like all my confluences, all my indicators, okay? So it's doing a lot of things. Let's look at UJ. I was interested in getting a buy here. Oh no! I missed the UJ. I was gonna take a UJ. I should have took the UJ. Gosh. I was gonna take the UJ. I should have took the UJ. Look at my level. Oh man, it's like last week I wasn't patient enough. This week I'm way too patient, man. I wanted to take this. I should have just took this. Look at this thing. Look at that thing. I felt so good about that thing. That's already TP1'd. Damn it. I had that. Oh well, whatever. We move on. Trend line here though too. But I would have TP1 there already. I would have TP1 at the EMA. That's just the way it is. Yeah, dollar index has been quite bullish, man. Pool said not to write. Oh, Pool. That's what they call him, Pool. They call you Pool now. That's funny. Yeah, one sec. Damn it, I should have took that. And then this one. This one, I was just like, oh, this is so close. I'll just focus on this chart. And then I missed the other one. That's the problem with dealing with a lot of charts. U.S. oil. All right, I'm taking this too. But I'm going to have to close some of these. Gold make, US CAD. I think US CAD is the one I'm going to have to give up on. I don't think you're coming back during the stream, okay? Goodbye, US CAD. No longer a limit order. US oil. You are now a limit order. You know, the thing is, I like the trades earlier in the stream. I find the earlier I get the trade in the stream, the better historically. But let's see here if we can get into US oil. Just waiting for this pullback to complete to the top of the range. And then I'm going to get in on oil sells today. Someone is NQ short off the midline. Let's take a look. All right. Someone is setting up a short off of this level and probably targeting this. Probably something like this. It's about a 1-to-1. Not a bad setup. We did break below. We are coming back. Not a bad setup. Let's go back to oil here. I might be in a trade here soon. Might be able to sell this thing down. Got a little bit of resistance at this level right here. Right, that level. If that doesn't hold, then price can come to us and come to this next level of resistance here. Hopefully that will hold for us. So coming close to an entry on oil this morning. I'm going to be selling this down. US oil. What is oil on MT4? Let me go see if I can find oil on MT4. I think it's USOUSD. So if we pull this up, we come here, USOUSD. This is my market watch. Spread is tight right there. So should be able to get into that trade no problem. This trade is trading with the trend, right? Is trading with the trend. We have protection, so I can pull this up here to protect the trade further, okay, if need be. Just waiting to see. I was rejecting off of this level pretty good, huh? Oil price is jumping quite a bit here. That was quite the reaction that we just had there. Oh no! Big red candle! Vapool! Why weren't we watching this? Alright, let's pull down. Protect our trade here. See what we got. Okay. Jeez, I am just not paying attention right now. I don't want to enter on a big red candle. Help me out, stream. Am I not paying attention to the chat enough? I'm just losing focus here. That's 2 days in a row I've lost focus. I don't want to enter on big red candles. Just bounce back for me. Okay. Come on. Make up for my mistake, market. Make up for my mistake. Okay, go, 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 go. Come on. Go. Okay. Hey, hey, TP1, Vapool. TP1. TP1. Yeah. Pull it. Pull TP1. That's 750. Hey, baby. Woo! Let's go. 750. Let's go. And we are break even. All right, and we're out. That's it. It's that fast, folks. It's that fast. That's how you scalp. Okay. Let me go ahead and take a look at some of my other pairs. That is a W right there. Holy smokes. Gold. I'm not on gold right now. I didn't enter. I did not enter on gold. I was able to pull my limit on gold. I think Vapool must have pulled the limit on gold. Or no. We TP1'd on gold. We TP1'd on gold. I just didn't show you. We won gold. Okay. So, we won Swiss franc and we won gold. We entered... Jesus. What the hell is going on? I can't even pay attention to what the hell is going on. Okay, okay, yeah, what the hell just happened? I don't know. But we TP1'd at the gold midline here. I had 2 trades. This is unbelievable. Okay, so what the hell is going on? We almost got in on Australian dollar, US dollar as well. Holy crap. Okay, so we hit 2 wins. TP1 here. Holy crap. Trump is firing Powell. Holy crap. We did sell gold. We won gold, Sean. Yeah, there's too many limits. I did have too many limits open today. I'm going to close some of these right now. We got 2 wins. I'm going to chill for a second. I'm going to close all my limits right now. All the limits are closed. Let's discuss what happened. Trump is firing Powell. That's absolutely insane. Trump is a madman. He's got to cut rates. He never cuts rates. Look at the mortgage prices. The mortgages are terrible. Kids can't get mortgages. You got to cut rates. Inflation's fine. Inflation's the best it's ever been. You're gay. That was pretty good. I felt pretty good about that, Trump. All right, so this was the news right here. Right there. That is the news. Shout out to Vapool in the chat, posting stuff for me all the time. Holy crap, I can't believe he's going to fire Powell. He said he wasn't going to fire Powell. He said he can't fire Powell. Everyone said he can't fire Powell. He's going to fire Powell. That's absolutely crazy. By gay, I mean happy. He's gay. Man. All right, so to recap what just happened, we won 2 trades in about 3 minutes. And one of the trades I didn't even know was open. So that was risky, folks. That was really, really risky. And I almost won 3. Because look, the Australian dollar almost ticked in right here. Look, it almost ticked in right here, shot down to here. That would have been a huge, huge win. Damn, we crushed those trades, man. Vapul sent me that news. USD CAD's pulling back. I'm just chilling now, man. I don't know if I'm gonna trade again. That news is insane. That was insane news. Let me just take a look at me sideways. I'm sitting sideways, boys in a daze. Sitting sideways, boys in a daze. I just want to look at my other screen a little bit here. See exactly what happened. All right. Yeah, so basically the news just came out. Yeah, oh yeah, sorry. Edibles back. All right, we're back in business. I've never done a meet and greet. I'll definitely do a meet and greet at some point in time. I'll have to figure out where my fans are and then do something. So the news just came out that Trump is gonna fire Powell. And basically the market reacts to that very, very quickly, as it did, and price shot. Now, that's giving, so what that's doing, in my opinion, is that's giving weakness to the US dollar, right? Let's look at the dollar index. See, that's giving weakness to the US dollar. So this is the dollar index right here, the US dollar index. You can see at the top. And basically the announcement was made here, okay? And then people are going, Trump is going to fire the chair, right? The Fed chair, Powell. And so what that is indicating is that there is weakness in the US dollar now, right? People are going, oh my God, Trump's lost his mind. You can't fire Powell. The Powell is basically the central banker of the United States. He's the one controlling the levers. He's the one controlling the interest rates. And that is kind of the Keynesian economics way of doing things, where they determine the interest rates to handle the inflation. The main thing they're doing is handling inflation. Now, when Trump says he's going to fire him, that means, you know, the people don't believe in the US dollar as much. People get a little bit scared, and so they quickly sell off. And that's exactly what we saw there. And so when we go to the Australian dollar right now, that's what happened here, right? The Australian dollar all of a sudden got really strong. It almost came back to my level. The Canadian dollar, same thing, right? US dollar was really strong. Then all of a sudden, Powell gets announced, weakness, and it comes down. So that kind of changes our approach, right? We were US dollar bullish. Now this news comes out. Clearly, people are scared. They don't know what the hell to do. And so that's what's going on. I hope that explanation was all right. I hope that's okay, guys. I hope that was that made sense. So I have no limit order set up right now because of that news. Trump hasn't fired anyone, but I guess he announced that he is going to fire Powell. And up until today, he has never said that he was going to fire Powell. Generally, my news comes from Forex Factory, which is this page right here. So you can see here, this is the calendar. This is the main thing that I look at. But this type of news, yet gold would shoot up, right? Gold would shoot up because of US dollar weakness, right? People are worried. People are very worried. You know, we were able to win 2 trades. I'm going to spin the wheel and get some free VIP on those 2 trades. Let's update the results. And it's getting scary, actually. It's getting very, very scary now. So that brings us to 32 wins, 6 losses, and a win streak of 7 on stream. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. That is a nice record there. Somebody do the math. Do 32 divided by 38 and give me my winning percentage. So here is news. Lawmakers say Trump indicates he will fire Fed Chair Powell. CBS. 10 minutes ago. That's what happened right there here on the Forex Factory calendar. You know, it's like I had really high hopes for Trump when he took over this time. I had high hopes, and those have been kind of dashed in the last month. You know, he's still a funny guy. He still says funny things. I think culturally, I like a lot of the stuff culturally. You know, my sense of humor, people accept it again. You know, all of a sudden you can make racial jokes again, and it's no big deal, and I'm happy about that. But other than that, it's not going very well. Let's be honest, it's not going very well. I don't like what he's doing to the markets. It's making trading difficult. Look at this thing. It's like we're feeling good about the US dollar, and then now we're feeling crap again. And I don't recommend anybody trades anymore today. You're welcome to hang out with me. I'm going to chill for the next half an hour. No, I'm not buying now. That Trump news just kind of messed anything up. The 32 wins would be all of the streams. So that's like, I don't know, when the hell did I start streaming? 2 months ago? So 32 and 6 on stream. You know, but we really have to say thank you to Vapul as well, because Vapul was managing those trades while I'm looking at the charts. I didn't even know that I was in the gold trade. It happened so quickly, and Vapul was able to take profit for us. And, you know, we were able to make some mool off that, so that was nice. Shout out to Vapul. It's good to be rich. Now, if we did enter at our level here, it is looking pretty good off of that fair value gap entry that I was going to take. Now, the news scared me, obviously, but let's go ahead and take a look and see how this trade would have played out if I stayed in it. See right there at my FVG, got a decent reaction. I don't think I would have been TP until the micro range top. So my TP would have been here, and you can see it is not coming, right? We are quite bearish right now. Well, maybe. Bitcoin's on fire. Yeah, again, of course Bitcoin's on fire. Why? Why is Bitcoin on fire? Because everyone sees US dollar weakness. That means US dollar goes down, inflows into everything else, man. Everything else. Hell yeah, Bitcoin. Hit 120. Let's hit 120. You know, obviously, you could trade this right now. You could say, hey, people are really bearish on the dollar. Let me just trade against the dollar right now. No, Ellie Turk. Vapul is the name of one of my analysts. He's always with me here on stream. And we talk during the stream, and he manages my trades for me while I'm streaming. Oh man, that is not why it went down. That could be a reason for additional confluence, Roger. But it's very clear the Trump news, as we see right here, the Trump news is the main reason, because, you know, this happened 14 minutes ago, right? 14 minutes ago, and then the market reacted, and it was a clear reaction. I do have to do some free VIP because I was able to win 2 trades in a row during that absolutely insane thing. Gold pool, yeah, gold pool. That's nice. I like gold pool. Call him gold pool. I'm going to get Vapool on here one of these days. We're going to ask him about his dating life, okay? I'm spinning the wheel. We got 2 wins in a row today. Just today, we got 2 wins today. And on the first spin, we have 0 winners. Oh, and they're clapping. Who's clapping for 0 winners? But we did win 2 trades, didn't we? So shouldn't we spin that wheel again? Let's give it another go, baby. Well, that is... I do not accept that result. I do not accept that result. If you win 2 trades in one stream, you spin that wheel until you get some damn winners in here. Stop clapping. Why are they all clapping? There you go. Clap, clap, clap. 3 winners. Who's gonna win? Let's give one to this guy, JWK. Let's give one to Speed World. And let's give one to my boy. He's always here. He's all about that money. You know who he is. It's Patrick Dozberg. Get your prize, Dozberg. Alrighty, those are the winners. If you want to collect your prize, follow me on Instagram and DM me proof. Just send me a picture that it's actually you. I don't want to see your face. Send me a picture of your YouTube handle. Prove it's you. And don't message me if you're just a streamer going. If you're in the stream, I know there's thousands of you in here, and you go, oh, I'm just going to message and see if I can trick them. Don't try and trick me. I'm a busy man. And I love you all. Let's go into the charts a little bit and have a little bit of fun. Now, I am not going to take another trade, but I am going to stream for another 40 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a chat trade. Does anyone want to give a chat trade? How do we feel about a chat trade? And I'll do a lower lot size chat trade, so I only lose a few $100, okay? Buy gold. A chat trade is a trade that doesn't count towards the it doesn't count towards my record. It's just something that, like, one of the people in the chat says, do this, and then I do it. And if I win, I give that guy a free VIP. Bitcoin buy. All right, but whatever I'm going to do, I need you to give me an actual entry. So give me the range top line, the range mid line, a support level, if you want me to do a chat trade. And I'll just do it on lower lots. Okay, NQ short midline. Let's take a look at that call. Who called NQ short midline? All right, we're gonna run NQ short midline. Vapool set it up. Who said NQ short midline? Someone go grab his name so we know who's responsible. So we're gonna take this trade, and we're gonna only risk a couple $100 maybe. Risk only $200. This is the setup. This is a chat trade. What's his name, guys? Everyone's yapping. I can't see his damn name. Chat trade. What's his name? Is it Martina? All right, chat trade Martina. Free VIP if you win. Alrighty. So we're gonna do a chat trade today. Well, we got 20 minutes to get into this thing. Who else wants a chat trade? Who else wants a chat trade? Does anyone else want a chat trade? See if you could base it on the strategy, please. You see here, this is based on the strategy, so I like it. Give me something on the strategy only, right? This is the strategy, right? So it has to be something in the range. So give me a pair, give me an entry at the midline, the bottom line, the top line, do something like that. Make it easy on me. AU, top of the range. Varma. All right, let's take a look at AUD/USD, top of the range. Are we buying or are we selling? Give me a second here. I want to listen to Varma. Varma was picked. Varma, what do you want? You're not talking anymore? All right. Varma wants to sell from there. Well, that's a weird one. All right, I'm not sure what that means, Varma. Midline retest would be a buy, so that doesn't make sense. What is the other one we're looking at? We have a U.S. oil has a potential. No one said anything about U.S. oil. What was the main one? I lost it already, guys. What was the one we were trading? I did win this trade. Oh, jeez, it's ugly now. Let's close that up. Same as gold, right? Won that trade, and whoa, jeez, we're lucky that we've got Vapool there to hit our TP1s. All right. Is it Nasdaq? All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for keeping me. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We almost got in on Nasdaq. All right. I guess we'll just wait for Martina's trade here. Martina was on the midline sell. And Martina will give Martina... Oh, jeez. Let's see if we could tap in here for Martina. This is a lower lot size trade. This is a chat trade. You know what? I need to get... I need to get some like graphics on the screen, right? That say chat trade or something really cool. That would be all right, huh? How do I do something like that? Let's go chat trade. It'd be cool. I think we've got the chat trade. I think we're going to sit on this one, everybody. Let's see how this one goes. Let's put our hands together for Martina. Oh my God, we almost tapped in and won it already. Oh, Martina, no! 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 Oh my God, Martina. All right, well, we didn't get into the trade, but everybody put your hands together for Martina. What a call, Martina. Everybody put some W's in the chat for Martina. Holy crap. Martina, are you a girl or a boy? I want to hit on you right now, either way. What a call from Martina. Look at her. Or look at him. Who the hell knows? It is a girl. Yes. Can we look at Martina's picture? Is Martina a hot piece of ass? Say something, Martina. Martina's getting free VIP, obviously. Martina, please DM me on Instagram. Holy crap, Martina. Wow. It's too bad we didn't get into that one. Well, I'm going to close that order. I didn't get in. But damn Martina. What a body on her, right? We'd have to assume. Oh, Martina's this guy's wife. What a simp. I'm kidding. You get free VIP still. DM me on Instagram. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Martina, Martina, Martina. Man, you know how much money... even though I was doing a smaller trade on that, I would have made like $1,000. Oh, man. To calculate the lot size for Nasdaq? I don't know. I just get Vapool to do it. Vapool, tell me how you like to calculate the lot size on Nasdaq, and I'll put it in the chat or something. I can't seem to type in the chat right now. One sec, let me close the chat and reopen it. My chat's frozen. Oh, a bunch of people won this trade with thanks to Martina, so that's good to see. I love that everybody hit that win. News was crazy today. We hit 2 wins today. We're at 7 in a row. There is a position size calculator on Forex Verify. Let's see this right here. So this is a way that you can set your risk. So you come here, type Nasdaq or type whatever. It's not loading. Nothing's loading. Nothing wants to work. Trump broke everything. Trump broke everything. Vapul is my analyst. So Nasdaq, and you could do your position size in here. Your account balance is $1,000. Let's say there. What's your open price? What's your stop loss price? How much do you want to risk? Calculate that. Boom. Lot size. It's not giving me that for some reason. Maybe I don't. Maybe these numbers aren't right. Whatever. But this is how it works. This page is, if you're looking for this page, what is this page? fxverify.com tools position size calculator. So just Google fxverify position size calculator and that will help you out there. Martina just called the best trade we've ever had on stream. It just didn't hit. Gold going nuts. Bitcoin probably going nuts. You know, we were thinking about an entry right here too. The top line entry, I was thinking about that one. So that would have been a win there on Bitcoin. It's crazy though. It's crazy. Keep the trade as chat trade. Yeah. Oh, chat trade for oil. Chat trade for oil. Actually, I think I'm gonna call it here. I think I'm gonna call it what it's a. You know, people have left already. People have taken off. We're only at 700 people in here. I think we're gonna roll. All right, I'll be back next week. Make sure to watch tomorrow's video. It's gonna be a great video. It's on how to get sniper entries. Look, we got a sniper entry happening right now. Look at that. Sniper entry right there. We're getting a reaction, aren't we? Alrighty, thanks so much for watching. It was a crazy day. We won 2. We're at 7 wins in a row. If I win 3 more in a row next week, you know what that means? That means I'm getting a spray tan. I don't think so, Josh. I'm at 7 straight, so I'd say your quality has dropped. Take a hike, buddy. Much love to everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next week.